Straight jeans unfitted. In a white t-shirt, we did it.
I actually can't.
We rock them shades to the limit.
From the top.
Uptown. Same so we do it at Portmore.
You know, Jess.
Why are you saying it like that?
We do it at Portmore.
Um,
Because I'm from Portmore.
I'm wearing shorts, but these probably aren't allowed.
Why?
Because in Jamaica,
Only
you just cut off the jeans, innit?
you just cut off the jean. Yeah. Because you have to
Cut off foot part, as they say. And yeah, shorts aren't prohibited.
You know,
They are prohibited.
do you remember we had that call in when we were on Link Up TV during the hub, and the guy, it was actually Alex Bates, thought I was Jamaican.
Shout out Alex Bates, man.
Shout out
Shout
Alex
out Link
Bates.
Up. Shout out Rashid.
Shout out everybody.
Mikey.
Got a little breaking news.
A what?
Sierra Leone
A what?
Salon.
playing today against Côte d'Ivoire.
Ah, Côte d'Ivoire. Salut, mon ami.
Yeah, and surprisingly, Côte d'Ivoire ain't brushed them for a start. They've ended up drawing 2-2, but I just thought very interesting the goal scorers. Guess for Côte d'Ivoire, that is
5 across. I'm gonna say Drogba out of retirement.
close.
Jesus
Did I give up?
Christ. I'm gonna go.
Some would say failures of the Prem.
Solomon Kalou.
It's got to be Max Gradle.
Nah, some would.
He's put
In certain,
yeah.
No,
It's not Max Gradle, is it?
winger, Northern London.
Tanguy Ndombele. No, I'm joking. I'm gonna call him Wilfred Pepe.
Yes.
That's mad that I never even
Pepe.
considered.
Second one, not really appreciated on these shores. However, in the Champions League,
Champions League that plays for Ivory Coast.
Champions League.
Oh,
Boss.
yeah, Solomon Kalou.
The final boss and
Final
his
boss.
Champions League. I'm gonna say promoting even.
No, Seb Haller. You might as well go
Haller?
short. Yeah, Seb Haller.
Ooh la la.
So take it in, Seb Haller is absolutely fucking up Eredivisie, busting up Champions League, and now he's just taking it into international tournament. I think this is the first international tournament, no?
Mad. Imagine if he was on this form.
Yeah.
Didn't he after coming to England, he
Declared.
Yes,
Declared, that's
love
the
that,
word,
Jess. And yeah, I remember him doing his initiation dance in front of the team. It was a bit stiff.
Yeah, it seemed it maybe seemed like it was his first time meeting up with the boys.
Yeah. Different steps is probably what he's used to. But he's a massive part of the team. Spoke out on AFCON as well. And yeah, he's going from strength to strength, man. Ballon d'Or contender.
Ballon d'Or. Wait, forget all that. Let's actually start the Armchair Gaffer Premier League show.
Welcome back to Armchair Gaffers. You have myself, Walks, Scorch, and Jess. SB is on 5 bookings, but he'll be back next week. Please, for those of you watching this online, we'd like to remind you that the podcast is available for your listening pleasure on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple, and Google Podcasts. And also, before we get started, please make sure that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel and you have your notifications on, as we have content coming out on a weekly basis. And we've got a load of new content coming down the tracks, i.e. Jess's new segment called 1v1.
1v1 from Armchair Gaffers, hosted by me, Continental Jess, was initially meant to be a fighting segment. Hence the name 1v1. It's just one-on-ones off a phone camera, but I was going to use a Nokia 6230i to get the clearest footage of the ball in 2006.
You want the real authentic experience, yeah.
Yeah, no, for those of you that haven't seen, we have a new segment out called 1v1 where we get a guest on and just have a little chat with them about football, about the Azerbaijan Premier League, about the Zimbabwean Second Division.
And what about
what?
West
Transnistria.
Yeah,
Where do you get West from?
What is this?
No, because obviously we already everyone does the Eastern.
Okay, West Transnistria. Yeah, we spoke about that. So it's out now. on our channel. Me and Mr. Cheeky Sport himself.
Big guest.
Yeah, big time guest. He's on Good Morning Britain.
You and your celebrity friends, Jess, man.
It's all about who you know. But he's on Good Morning Britain. He's on Sky Sports every now and again. He's on the Real Ferdinand 5 show. And actually, a very nice guy, you know.
No, good
Very
people.
nice guy.
Good people.
Got a bit of housekeeping to do as well.
We love keep tidy house, man.
Well, not with housekeeping.
Cleanliness next to godliness.
You mentioned SB missing because he's got his 5 bookings, yeah? I know it's not quite Premier League, but Xhaka got a red card during the week. Carabao Cup, yeah?
Yes, sir.
And Scorcher done the clip actually on our Instagram, yeah? Where I'm saying, certain players, as soon as they do anything, it's a straight red. That was a clear example. I think before Xhaka even made the tackle, the ref was already reaching
Back
for the...
pocket job,
Yeah, and I also think, I might be wrong, I also think if that was anyone else, let's say a Harry Kane player that's not like that, that's not a red. My opinion, my thoughts, what's it matter? I'm just an armchair gaffer.
I saw Harry Kane do the exact same challenge moments after scoring a goal the other day, and it
Exactly.
yellow card. And I don't even know if they reviewed it. It was
No, but Scorch, you're
maybe
forgetting.
worse.
No, Scorch, you're forgetting the key thing here is that Harry is not like that.
Not like that.
Xhaka's like that.
That's one of the first. We said that on the phone straight away.
Yeah.
Reputation precedes you, man. It's
Yeah.
just,
Oh,
it's a
actually,
shame.
talking about Xhaka, I just remembered. Yeah. Oh, where is it? The funniest stat I've seen. Yeah.
I saw
19.
This. I saw
Did you
this.
see it? Let me try and find this because it says someone said, "Oh, for fuck's sake, it's in my somewhere."
He's a pleasant player. He's a polite man. When he's wrong, he stands up and he apologizes.
He's made 19 apologies.
19 apologies.
19 in his time, apparently.
I was on Twitter where I live, and I saw that someone put up, I think now every Arsenal fan is Donald Xhaka. I'm not. I'm not actually Donald Xhaka.
Some would say that he is responsible for Arsenal drawing that game.
Yeah, and also as well, he got sent off in the first game of the season against Man City. We were 2-0 down already.
No, your first game was Brentford.
Oh, but sorry, second game of the season. Brentford, City, and then Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, didn't make a big difference. We lost 5-0, but we was only 2-0 down. Yeah, no, I think he galvanizes us when he's on and off the pitch.
I'll be
That's,
don't
a
you
real,
think,
that's a real captain.
don't you think against Man City that like Xhaka kind of like I feel like if Xhaka's not playing, Arsenal might get turned over in that game.
Oh, the recent one. Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I know Arsenal lost 2-1, but I feel like if Xhaka wasn't playing,
Oh, he divides opinion, but he definitely serves a purpose. But yeah, it's the good, it's the bad that comes with the good.
Yeah, but that's not Premier League. Let's go back to
What matters.
because we've had a lot's been going on.
Yeah. I guess we'll talk about games that didn't happen because that makes sense. Spurs versus Arsenal at White Hart Lane didn't go ahead.
I'm embarrassed.
Some people are saying that it is an outrage. The Prem's not fit for purpose. Arsenal are ducking the
I'm
fade.
embarrassed, Dan.
What do we think of it? Just quickly, we've got an Arsenal fan and a Spurs fan.
Dan, I'm extremely embarrassed. I would have rather played that game as an Arsenal fan, of course, and lost.
Okay.
Because I believe what this does, and I hate political things, what this does is set a dangerous precedent going forward. And I feel like it was a bit of tit for tat with what happened against Liverpool the week before with them postponing the Carabao Cup games.
It's almost contagious.
It's almost as if there's something contagious going around. And yeah, no, I don't like it at all. I mean, Tottenham would have won anyways. I feel like when we do play them, they will now win.
Interesting. Scorch.
yeah, the last bit I don't know about.
Before I continue.
Yeah, I never fear Arsenal at home anymore. Them days are truly done. But I just thought, it just seems like just another one of these things that's happened since COVID's got here. Like there isn't any set, there aren't any, like this is all.
We're learning on the job almost.
And this is the reality. Like this is when you see about leadership. Like you kind of realize, we probably ain't really got good leadership running the FA. Because on one hand, it's like, depending on the level of complaints that they're going to receive is going to dictate what we do and don't do. The same way that you see when the season starts, they have new narratives or mandates that they're pushing or whatever. So I remember last season, like
The handball thing, wasn't it?
yeah,
Yeah, I remember.
Eric Dyer got a handball
against Newcastle last minute, heartbreak.
and then directly after that they said, you know what, we're gonna change the rules.
He shouldn't have had to go through that. Yeah.
But we just
You don't get your 3 points.
yeah,
back.
we just didn't get our 3 points. So I think
yeah.
this is a similar sort of thing in a sense of I saw like we've just had we had Burnley game cancelled, Leicester game cancelled, now Arsenal game cancelled, and we're behind already.
Yes.
And then this is the strangest part about it that for me, I don't really care about like, oh, should they, whatever, yeah. They've got the same amount of COVID cases as Tottenham. Arsenal have
Just
the exact
the solitary one.
the exact same amount of COVID cases as Tottenham. Now, I could be wrong, but I feel like normal seasons, if your players are off at AFCON, and if you've got injuries, what you do is buy players or loan them in January, or you can recall your own players from loan,
Yeah.
or you can even, what's the word when you take somebody from lower and bring them up?
Promote them.
You can even promote from within.
Exactly.
And these teams have like squads of 60 plus players who are eligible to play and whatnot. It makes a bit of a mockery of it. I think it came to my mind when Leicester did it and they mentioned a combination of COVID, AFCON and injuries.
Yeah, I don't want to hear
two of
about
those reasons shouldn't
I don't want to hear about
ever be
injuries.
in any press release.
I did hear that there is apparently a rule that if you can't field 15 players, like forget COVID and all that stuff, if you can't field 15 players, you can ask to get a game postponed outside of this whole pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Dan, I'm sure you have it on screen on the old laptop. Bayern Munich.
Yes, sir. A tweet which has been doing the rounds. Deep Mohammed, Liverpool and Man City veteran. I wouldn't say legend. I was going to go too far. He said Bayern Munich had a bench last Friday without a single Bundesliga appearance, yet they fulfilled the fixture. Premier League teams got squads of up to 60 players and call games off on a weekly basis. What's the point of having these young players? He said it like exactly like that.
Exactly like that. I mean, it's right. I mean, and what I want is clarity, okay? I want clubs to come out and say, oh, we're requesting this game to be postponed because we have 10 cases of COVID.
Yeah. Now
We have 5 injuries.
the training grounds closed.
Yeah. And we have 6 players away on international duty. Okay. I want numbers. Don't just say, due to a mixture. Because the thing is, you can have 1 COVID case, 6 injuries and 4 players away and say, we have 10 players away. My math is bad. I think it's 11 players away due to COVID injuries and blah, blah, blah. But it's only 1 COVID case.
Yeah.
So I just want clarity and honesty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Arsenal
Arsenal.
Sorry. They've played their card. I think everyone seems to have used their token. Arsenal have now used their token. People were saying that they should have had their first game against Brentford called off because they had a few COVID cases, but the Prem forced them to play. I think Arsenal have used their token, but I think, as Coach is saying, we'll probably see some changes or it becoming a little bit stricter. Ralph Hasenhüttl said the Prem have opened the door and you can't blame people.
The Pandora's box.
for walking through.
You got to think about it. People like
Ralph, man.
people like Bielsa and Hasenhüttl, all these players that clubs like Arsenal don't want to play, they play them anyway. Like they play them like Jan Valery and that,
Yeah.
or Diallo. Like they play these young boys anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a bit annoying to hear. It's a bit annoying. It's not even just annoying, but it's like, seems almost like you're kind of taking the piss when literally just a week ago in the news cycle, I was hearing of how promising Charlie Patino is.
Is he not enough anymore?
I thought like, I literally watched Charlie Patino playing the other day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is it? Because I know when push turns shove, I seen Dane Scarlett playing for Tottenham.
We've seen Leeds do it and get turned over.
I don't know who Gelhardt is. He's here now. He got a chance. Came on the pitch. He done good. Yeah. He's here now. I don't know.
It's one that's gonna run and run. Gaffers, let us know.
I don't talk about this, man. I don't talk about this.
Yesterday, a game that actually went ahead.
Hold that thought, Dan. Bit more housekeeping.
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
I want to give a shout out. It's overdue actually to Jordan Richardson,
Shout out Jordan, man.
who one of our most recent people to get some Armchair Gaffer merchandise off his own back. Said, you know what, I'm going to support the Gaffers
Wicked, man.
and grab some merch.
We appreciate
So
it, man.
guys, head over to
Appreciate it.
acg.co.uk and browse away and support the cause.
Shout out Jordan, man.
Jordan Richardson.
Big up. There'll be more of that to come, man. Season 2, new kits coming out. Stay tuned. But as I was saying, a game that actually went ahead, deemed a blockbuster. 2 big names, Man City, Chelsea.
Chelsea.
One of the overseas commentators called it the empty had, which I thought was probably a little bit unprofessional, but he might have a point. It ended 1-0 in, I thought it was somewhat of a drab affair.
Can I just start off with one thing?
Mm-hmm.
The very first thing.
Fast.
There was a commentator that said CH had a good game.
I'm not totally sure about that. I think him and Pulisic,
Guys.
some way off. Of
I need to talk about
standard.
Puli.
Speak.
No, it's mainly questions because I'm watching Puli play. Yeah. Came with all the hype.
Captain America.
Captain America, the soccer version of LeBron James.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That shirt that got auctioned on that show, it's worth like millions. Supposedly.
Yeah.
That's what the guy saying.
He was at Dortmund doing bits. He's come to England where real football's played, not soccer. No offense. And I'm not seeing anything that's making me. I'm not seeing anything that's making me like come out of my seat. He's mad fast, and that's it. But I'm not seeing enough to justify wearing the number 10 shirt at Chelsea.
No, that's what it is for me more than anything.
You guys love these shirt numbers.
Yes.
No, because they mean shit, man.
Okay.
For me, like, you can't just get anyone, like, you can't just anybody got the number 10. The hell? But anyway, I'm like, I actually think I like Pulisic. I think Puli. I think he's an interesting player. Like, I don't think he's a striker. No, he's not a striker in my opinion. But though, yeah, I'm like, I like you. You're good. You're talented, smart, technical. But why have you got the 10 on? Like, out of everybody here, like, just there's all these different people here. There's loads of good, talented players here. Why have you got the 10?
Did Willian have the 10 after Hazard left? Yeah.
Yes.
And then I think it was just there was a void, and then Puli happened to be in the right place at the right time. That's all it was, man. But he doesn't.
Yeah, I think it's right place, right time.
Yeah, I mean, what it is, the way I judge players,
Similar profile.
One of the many ways to judge players. What?
Can't we remove the 10 though?
You can remove the 10.
Someone
Valencia
got 10 removal the other day.
That's mad.
Valencia removed his 7. Benrahma removed his 9.
Martial's 9 was taken and given to Ibra.
Some shit happened, yeah. You lot get that in over there. You lot just, that's what I'm saying. Serious club.
Gareth Bale had his 7
where does
removed.
it go, Scorch? The 10. He just hangs in the rafters. And
in Chelsea,
Mason Mount.
It's got to go Mount.
It has to go to Mason Mount, the best player in England right now. I stand by that.
I'd give it to Jace personally.
Yeah, Jason Jump. But what I was going to say is, oh shit, what was I going to say?
Puli. Does he fit
man.
the profile?
Yeah, that's it. So if Puli was available right now, this is how I judge players. If Puli was available right now, who comes in for him? I need about 3 teams from you, Scorch, another 3 teams from you, Dan. When you're ready.
I'm not sure. It's a crazy question.
That's not good enough, Dan. I need answers. You ain't got the answers, Dan.
Yeah.
Sevilla. I'm going to start off with Sevilla if they can provide the requisite finances.
Okay, I've got one. On the subject of finances, Juve, if it's a free signing.
Do you know what's funny? I was looking at Milan.
He's not old enough to go to Milan.
No, they do young now. That's a new thing. By the way, Frank Kessie missed a penalty today for Ivory Coast. You need to
Joke, man.
Yikes.
get your head in the game. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't need answers no more. All this we've been doing here, struggling to find the team, that says it all.
Yeah. I don't think he's kicked on. I do think that the hamstring injury that he picked up against Arsenal, I think it was in the FA Cup final.
Asna.
Sorry. I feel like that set him back massively. But yeah, that forward line, Tuchel struggles to get a tune out of it. He's done so well making them solid, and they're playing with this philosophy now. But questions now are, can he manage to get that front line sorted?
Scorcher doesn't like when I say this, yeah? And I'll let him speak afterwards, yeah? But Chelsea are missing some very key players, namely Ben Chilwell and Reece James.
Yeah.
Scorcher, the floor is yours for your rebuttal.
So when you say like Reece James, I get it. Like I totally understand.
What would you call him, a nailed on starter now?
100%.
For me, I think like he's their first choice right back. But like Chilwell, why are you saying they're missing Chilwell? Because us, like I've seen Chelsea Tuchel have Chilwell and Alonso both fit and available, and I've seen Alonso play like 6 games on the spin.
Start of the season, he started.
Start of the season.
Some people said mental health issues.
Chilwell had some issues.
It definitely occurred towards the end of last season as well, though, right?
Yeah, well, you got a squad in it, and Alonso's the black Trent Alexander-Arnold, so you got
Definitely.
But what I will say is that once Chilwell came back into the team, we saw how vital he was with his goals and his pre-assists and his contributions. So for me, he's a very important cog in the Chelsea machine.
No, I think he's like quite a good player for them. I just don't know that he's first choice Chelsea. Like,
Okay,
he might be. My point is when I see this Chelsea team, other than Rudiger and Mendy
and Silva,
I think they measure.
Yeah, I don't
minutes.
feel like that.
what do you mean? He plays most games, doesn't he?
I'm just saying, but
I feel like they measure his minutes, man.
I'm gonna go on Transfer Meerkat right now and let you guys know that he plays most games
Rudiger,
in the league.
Mendy. You can't say Kante because he plays half the games.
Kante's struggling a bit with injuries, or has been.
So I feel like for me, they're the only 2 people. Obviously, I know there's like a pool of first team players, but they're the only 2 people that 100% know are going to be playing for Chelsea. I actually don't know the Chelsea first team because I've watched Ziyech play bare games for Chelsea. Is he first team?
We don't know.
It's weird.
Is Werner first team?
We don't know.
No, I wouldn't say so now. No.
Is Havertz first team?
Yes, I'd
When
say.
Lukaku's out, he was. But I'd say no. I'd still say no.
Like, but what are we saying though?
That's a no. That one.
Is Christensen first team?
Not anymore.
So he's. I actually don't know what the first team is. Being real. So. And the thing is as well, I might be mad, like Chelsea fans, let us know in the comments. Does Thomas Tuchel not tinker more or less with, like, depending on the type of opposition he's playing?
That's his right, yeah.
That's what he does, no?
Yeah.
Like you might see, for instance, there's been plenty of games you will see Cho playing.
Yes.
Is Cho first team?
First 11. No.
You know, but take it in. You're going to see him play. I've seen him play loads.
In recent times, he's featured a fair bit.
So I don't really know what their first team is. So it's kind of, I thought the whole thing about Chelsea was, wow, look at Chelsea and Man City and their squads. Like they have really good squads. Like their second team is good enough to be a first team. Their second team is littered with internationals that are good enough to play for top 4 teams. So I don't really want to hear you got players out.
Fair play.
Because I ain't even got a first 11.
Fair play. Gaffers, let us know if Scorch is being harsh. On the game itself, did it go the way we expected it to go?
I expected the Man City win. Yeah, I expected Man City to win that game. It was
KDB with somewhat of a screamer.
Somewhat. See that goal there? When he got the ball and he managed to evade Kante's tackle and he went inside.
Got the wrong side of him. Kante's got to take a yellow there, right?
I think he tried.
Do you know? I think.
Or is that nice guy? The nice guy in him?
I think it escalated quicker than it all just.
The tempo changed.
Because guess what? As well, nobody knew he was gonna hacksaw Jim Duggan it out from underneath him.
I did.
Mad.
His only plan, yeah.
You can injure yourself like that.
Yeah, but listen,
Like walked the knee.
Yeah. Be safe. Be safe.
listen,
beloved.
yeah. From when he evaded that
Hip
Kante
flexor.
tackle, he had one thing in mind.
He weren't set properly.
Jim Duggan, hip flexor, adductor, whatever you want to call it. From the moment he got past Kante, he had one thing in mind, and it was shoot.
But he wasn't set to shoot.
No, a normal human being like us wasn't set to shoot. Yeah, we know KDB has fantastic shooting.
Yeah.
Like the most powerful shot. Yeah,
Techniques.
Yeah, technique is 10-10. So like, remember, he's 10 out of 10 technique. Yeah, like we can't even reach there. So when he does like like a 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10 technique.
That's still a 16 to
a 16 to
mere
us.
mortal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, his thing comes with the multiplier.
It's mad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
So,
luck
yeah.
getting there. Kepa should have done better. Step to the right, or are we?
Oh, the little.
Yeah, are we getting involved in business we shouldn't? Like when people say stay out of women's business, stay out of goalkeepers' business.
No, I'm not. Like, you see when man are like, I had a shout out Mike. He was saying, "Oh yeah, fucking that's poor goalkeeping." No, was it Mike? I think it was Mike. But yeah,
there was a bit of it. I was guilty of it myself. I said it's a little half step, but then I thought maybe I'm getting involved in things I shouldn't.
He's a G. Like, do you know what it is? He's a GK. So I don't know.
A good one.
He's a
GK.
Expensive GK.
Okay, cool.
Very expensive. So you will respect his price tag.
Respect the price tag.
But no, like stuff like that, I don't know. Because I see keepers do things, just generally, what I see keepers do. I think you lot are mad. I see keepers, the ball is hair. They're going to dive with their hand.
Oh, yeah, that one's a shocker.
I see every goalie you rate does that.
Mo Salah scored a goal yesterday in AFCON, and the keeper did the exact same. It's closer to his feet, but he went with his hands. But
like they try
we're getting into goalkeepers' business.
You see, for them to dive, they got to put their feet
more time.
Anyway, so but just off the fact that they do that, I don't really judge stuff. I just say, "Rah, could you have got your hand to it?" And that's.
And there was no chance he was getting his hand to it.
One more thing.
Sorry.
Go on, Scorch.
I was just gonna say, you know what? I kind of think I kind of got a respect as well. KDB, I definitely get onto KDB sometimes for maybe not showing up, and that was the Champions League final replay.
There were times when him and Rudiger was going in tough, but then kind of stopping short, and I was like, I've seen this before.
Yeah. By the way, Rudiger is an absolute beast, but different story. Yeah, KDB, I kind of rated that and do you know what it was as well? It wasn't like, that wasn't like a convenient goal. Like, he's made that.
Dragged the team there.
Like, he's had to fight man off. He's off balance. He's outside there's a lot. The goalie can see it from a mile off. Like, for me, KD,
that's why
are you turning a corner?
I think he's always had. I think he's not fallen off. He's dropped off a bit. Maybe that be injuries, mileage, and whatnot. But a moment like that, that's why he got the new contract, and that's why people say he's the best in the Prem.
See, for me, them moments are more lit than a lot of stuff that people care. I don't really care about bare crosses.
Yeah. No,
don't care.
I agree.
I do think big players. You look for big players in big moments. You'd score a worldie to win 1-0 against the champions of Europe. Yeah. Give you the big bucks.
I think, and he's not a massively emotive person. I get that feeling, but the celebration let me know that game, winning that meant a lot. Jess,
big deal for Pep as well.
More than you believe.
Toppling Thomas.
More than you believe.
Yes, and we know the crazy scientist that he is. That would have been playing on his mind.
More than you believe. He'd be playing on his mind. More than you believe.
Being turned over, 3 or so times towards the end of last season.
On a spin as well.
Yeah. They were very, very close to each other.
Remember, it's a thing where he can't really score against him.
Yeah, it shutouts. It was scary. Jess, what were you going to say?
I don't want to say it too long. You guys know I don't like Scorcher. I don't agree with anything he says. I'm against him fully. But Jack Grealish isn't doing enough, and we need to. I don't want to speak on it now.
Yeah, but I don't want to beat this drum again.
Don't want to beat the drum, especially if it means agreeing with this guy. But let's just keep an eye on him. Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
No.
The metrics are good. People are saying,
bro, I like Jack Grealish though.
No, we're not talking about him.
Chances created.
We're not doing this.
Carries into the final third.
We're moving on.
He's top of every single metric. But something just doesn't feel 100% right. But yeah, we don't want to bang this drum.
I just want to say also, separately of this, I just want to nothing to do with this. Just shout out Leroy Sané just flourishing at Bayern Munich.
Good man, because I thought it was looking scary for a minute for him.
Yeah.
But yeah,
how much did he cost?
47.
Nothing. It was cheap.
47 million. I think something like that.
There was a knee injury
clause.
Discount. Yeah.
Guys.
Just before we continue, I've got a question. The £97 million man, not the £100 million man.
Ooh.
Lukaku. I had player cam on him. I bought player cam back yesterday. He failed to win one header against Laporte and Stones. which I thought for someone who scores a load of headers, he'd maybe succeed just the once, but he was just totally like out-muscled. And that was annoying, seeing that. There's loads of questions about whether he can do it in big games.
You said Jess.
Another blank. Tuchel after the game was asked, or the pundit reporter said, Lukaku didn't get a lot of service today, or words to that effect. And Tuchel seemingly threw him under the bus. He said, Lukaku, or words to that effect, has to serve us. It's not just about us serving him. There were loads of opportunities for him to serve us, and he kept losing the ball, yada, yada, yada. So yeah, it's not just about us serving him.
I want to say on the subject of serving, shout out to Joe Bayer, who was on our new show 1v1, and Dan, yes, you were here. He said that you have to serve. You know,
serving others is
you have to serve others, and he's not serving. For me,
one big chance.
We look at Lukaku and what he's doing right now, and it's easy to draw conclusions and everything. But what I want to do is take a little flight overseas to let's go to Milan, to Internazionale. And see how they're doing without him.
Flourishing, possibly even better.
Without him, they're
sorry to cut you. Why does it feel like he was in the car with us on the way here?
Oh yeah, the conversation. Yeah, maybe
this is mad. I'm just silent, and you're
Thank you, Scorch. No problem. Yeah. So we look at. You think losing a £97 million player who's got 100 Premier League goals, Belgium,
not everyone does,
quite a few goals for Belgium, maybe even top scorer. I'm not too sure.
I feel like he's the record all time.
I felt that way.
26. Did you say about 26?
I think it was goals or
no. I thought he
it was about 2 years ago. I think.
Yeah, I mean he's done it all, and you think that losing that kind of player after winning the league is going to dampen your chances, especially when you sign a veteran like Dzeko.
Yeah.
And what happens is that even though you've lost this young, athletic, phenomenal player, you've got this old, experienced player, and you're doing just as good, if not better. A game in hand and 1 point clear at the top of Serie A. That for me says everything.
Wait, are you?
Am I what?
Agreeing with me?
I'm not agreeing with you. No, there's something where me and you have a similar-ish view, but I'm not agreeing with you.
It's never called
that sounds like you think that Inter sold Lukaku for £97 million, got Dzeko for I don't know what, and have somehow improved after selling Hakimi as well.
I'm not going to answer this because if I speak, man, I'm in big trouble.
It's getting a little bit mad, but I just keep watching it and I'm just thinking, especially after the interview,
I don't want to be the one. Everyone's going to say, "Oh, no, it's cool." I'll ask the question: What do you guys make of like how this is all unfolding from a manager's perspective?
No. Listen,
from a managerial perspective,
we all know, Lukaku isn't a player to me. Oh, do you see what? No, he's just gonna get you goals. He's an out-muscle defender.
Wait, do the first bit of that bit.
What did I say?
He's not gonna make you.
He's not gonna make you. Oh, what is that?
What I did? The Gary Neville sound.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I wondered who that pundit was. He said,
he's not gonna make you. He's not gonna make you that. Like we're never gonna put anything in our group chat and say, "Did you see what Lukaku just done?"
Do you know what's fucked though? I think stuff, but yeah, you're right. It's not really put it. I seen bang some header the other day, but it's not really put it in the group chat.
Yeah, exactly. But we know what we're gonna get of him. And the thing about Lukaku is that he's like a very polar player.
Yes,
for me,
yeah,
and even in terms of his performances, he's either exceedingly good by, i.e., scoring goals, or not.
Yeah, I think it's just it's tough in light of the interview. The timing's horrible, and it seems like Tuchel is now using that as like a stick to beat him with. But I think for him, it's time he starts to crack on and turn up in these big games. But I will be honest, he's not playing in the same position he did at Inter. And also, there's a lot of the time he's being ignored. He's making runs in behind. That's
where I wanted to go with
they're not playing in the exact same way or manner in which he did at Inter. So that is where I'll be fair to him and say it's not the same type of service. But that doesn't matter. At the end of the season, people aren't going to see that.
I think irrespective of like the type of service, I think the main thing is that the level of service.
Yes.
Like, there's lots of times like you can see Lukaku making runs in behind, or like he wants the ball slip down the sides. Aspilicueta turns out and retains possession, recycles it. That's cool, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So then like you see him after a while, he's like, "Oh, fuck that! I'm gonna start showing coming to feet. Not so much coming to feet, but backing into the centre back. Yeah. And showing to get into my feet.
That's where it gets a little bit.
And then the ball doesn't come, but it looks mad because he's static now doing this, getting air, and then everyone's
in the paint, posted up in the paint.
You know what I mean? And he's in the key. Everybody's moving around him, and then so he's this big massive guy looking at this, and it looks mad. But the truth is, though, you're not really clocking. He's made 3 runs in behind
movements.
They've got air. Like they've got it, and the funny thing is as well, when you see like they even try to pass the ball to him and it doesn't get the execution's wrong. The funny thing is bare times I think to myself, that's a shit pass. Could have done better there. And you know, I see Lukaku always doing.
Okay, he's not rocking the boat as such. At other teams, I've seen it at other teams. It's different.
Manchester United, the energy different.
Man are shouting at each other. There's hands.
Even Inter Milan. And it's all good there. I see them all good vibes or whatever. At Inter Milan, I see bare of that.
Yeah. Ziyech fucked one up yesterday and he got a bit of a blight. Tuchel reacted, but I don't see the reactions of the players on the pitch. City go from strength to strength. I can't see anyone stopping them. More silverware for Pep and his lads. But we know the one that matters.
Dan, I see where you're going next, but I want to quickly do the one underneath that. Very quickly.
Yes, sir.
Skim over it. Now, for those of you that are unaware, Everton have a lot of money. They have new owners who have money, and they've been spending this money very frivolously. And they're currently in 15th in the Premier League.
No.
Where are they?
That's wrong.
14th.
That's also wrong.
They're 15th.
That's wrong.
Where are they, Schools?
16th.
Oh, Leeds won today.
So it changes things a bit.
As you guys are aware, Rafa Benitez has been sacked, all right?
Yes,
Rafael.
As of Sunday, the fat Spanish waiter, as people refer to him as.
Just.
Which is totally out of order. He has been relieved of his duties at Goodison. I don't think anyone saw it as a surprise. Losing to Norwich, conceding 2 in 20 minutes at Carroll Road is probably enough to get you sacked.
There's so many things that will get him sacked. He has lost to all 3 promoted teams this season. Guys, listen to that. Rafael Benitez has single-handedly lost to all 3 of the teams promoted from the Championship last season. The last 13 games, guess how many they've won?
Just the one.
Just the one. Who was it against?
It was against Arsenal late on. Arsenal. Yeah.
Damari
6
Gray.
points since September, I think it is.
Possibly. I mean, one win and probably like 3
draws. That's scary, man.
Leading. Damari Gray was hailed as the signing of the summer for the 1.5 million.
I think it was, yeah.
And it looked that way, but maybe not.
No, I'm ready.
Still good value, man.
Yeah.
On the way here, Scorch and I were talking.
I'm ready to argue. And we was having a good chat about, do we think Everton's going to stay up or are they going to go down? But
I was leaning towards it's very possible that they go.
Danger.
Yeah.
So, sorry, we're watching this Roma Cagliari game. Cagliari, whoever your gaffer is, fuck me, sort it out because they just keep running down the left-hand side with nothing stopping them. Anyway, Everton, man. I look at Everton and I say, right, I look at all these other meaty teams, yeah. I look at Burnley.
You don't play football anymore. They just haven't played in like a month or whatever it is, yeah.
You've got Maxwell Cornet, but you have just lost 10 league goals. That's another 5 league goals, let's say. That's a problem, I think. Watford are terrible.
Making it up as they go along.
Norwich are an awful football team that aren't... Actually, I like Dean Smith though, but Norwich are
Yeah. I will say that, yeah, I do.
I'm not ready to disrespect Dean
When
Smith.
they said to Billy Gilmore, fuck off back to Chelsea, that was a little bit entitled. That was weird.
Yeah, I wasn't sure why Norwich was doing, but But I look at Everton and I say, Damari Gray, I reckon you're gonna do about at least 4 more decent things before the season's up, which probably gets a win for your team. or draw that matters. And then I say Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I know you're not in the best of shape at the moment.
Yeah, still working his way back.
But I reckon you do about 2 or 3 decent things before the season's done. So I can't see how these men get relegated.
A Townsend screamer somewhere in there. Maybe
Townsend will whack one.
The only thing that will keep Everton up is the fact that Newcastle, Norwich and Burnley are so bad.
Consistent.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's a fight,
but that's all I want to say on Everton. We can
7 managers in 6 years.
Yeah.
Question.
Here we go.
Benitez is out. Your
Bashiri, whoever his name is. Yeah.
I was gonna go with that, and I wasn't sure. I thought, is that the Leicester guys?
No. You're on the right path.
Who do you look to bring in? And on the way here,
there's a few names, man.
He was saying, I was saying, if I'm Frank Lampard, this is
the one.
Lit. Everton are in 16th. They are not they're not the 16th best team in the land. They are most certainly at least a top half team.
Yeah.
They've got money, they've got talent. Like, they've got people as well. They've got players in their team that lend itself to the way Frank Lampard wants to play, I think. You got technical players, you got hard workers, you got willing runners, and they seem to be coachable. Like, Decore seems like somebody that you can tell, yo, I need this. Less of that, bit more of this.
Season well as well, man. Yeah.
Same for Alan. Like, you can build what you're doing around the Alan. Like, all right, cool, Alan, we'll start here. Got Alan that does Alan.
Yeah.
Most teams can work with an Alan type player that's going to do it to that quality. And then you just chuck in 2 more. Let's stop playing 2. Let's stop playing 2 with Andre Gomez. Let's not do that anymore.
Yeah. The 2 midfield thing was a shocker. Rooney is in the running. Possibly favourite. Duncan Ferguson will probably take over on interim basis. There's also Roberto Martinez, who's been rumoured with coming back. And then, Scorch and I mentioned Frank Lampard. I think that is too much of a risk for Frank. I feel like the jury is out somewhat. And if he would fail to get them back up, to keep them in the Prem, it could be very detrimental.
So you're saying
his future plans.
You're saying Frank Lampard's a bottler?
I am going to say he is averse to taking that risk.
So he's a bottler that wouldn't take the same risks that Steven Gerrard would?
Possibly so, because Gerrard took over with what? It was 6 losses on the bounce. 6.
Bro, Aston Villa were bleeding.
Just after that, yeah.
They were bleeding. Man was saying that Jack Grealish is worth 100 M's to Aston Villa, even if he's not worth 100 M's to Man City. Gerrard went in there and said, yo, what's going on? Like, why are you lot okay with losing 1-0 to Man U? Stop that.
Crazy times. But yeah, prayers out to the Toffees, because it is very poisonous. And I know what Goodison gets like when things aren't going their way.
Is this one of the worst seasons to have to sack your manager?
In terms of,
seems like there's not much out there. I don't know why.
I think Everton, with the financial backing they have, they can lure somebody in.
I would, if Wayne Rooney, if you're watching, don't do it.
Steer clear.
Too soon. Big game yesterday, Aston Villa and Man United. They played earlier this week in the FA Cup. United edged that. United had a 2-1 lead. Bruno with a brace, shocker from Emi Martinez. People were saying, fancy that Ronaldo doesn't play and Bruno scores and registers contributions. But I saw something different. I think it was Bruno flourishing, playing deeper.
Bruno didn't play outstandingly well. I watched the game.
You don't think so? I think he dominated that whole first half, personally.
Is that good enough to dominate one entire half?
You said he didn't play particularly well. I just think he dominated the first half.
I think if you take the goals out of it, the first one, which was a clanger from the keeper, and the second one, which was
in the second half,
which was off from a defensive error.
No. What we're not going to do is pop down that finish. Fucking hell.
We're just reducing.
Yes, I am. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
That finish is
bonkers.
What?
It's a half touch
off the crossy.
It's so quick. Yeah, mad.
I wasn't impressed.
That was good. That was good to see. For me,
The finish was good, but the performance.
Oh,
wasn't
fair
impressed.
enough. Yeah.
I think the performance on a whole fell off. I think those players look ridiculously unfit. I think Matic staying on for the entirety of the game was a shocker. From Ralph.
Very strange.
On a yellow card as well.
Yeah, he got a yellow card from like 12 minutes in.
Done. Shocker. He doesn't have legs at the best of time, but yeah, him on a yellow, it's basically like him playing with one leg. Villa did well playing at home. I feel like Gerrard will have that effect on them to galvanise them, and we'll probably see like a few more of those performances. Coutinho, it was written,
Kuchin
was always
Written in
going to score,
stars,
wasn't he?
a million miles away.
It was
Wicked in
a sickener.
me.
for me.
Can I? If you want to talk about Coutinho, I might as well say
Run it.
the way he sorted at his feet.
It was quite messy. Yeah.
It was sick.
Yeah.
He done a little. The joke is the little stutter step he does here allows him to relax like 0.1 of a second and lift it.
Why do you guys think it didn't work for Coutinho at Barca and Bayern Munich? I've got my theory.
I feel like it worked out Bayern Munich. Yeah, like they're not idiots that are gonna pay for him. But yeah, like cheers, thanks. You came here, come off the
Got a
bench.
bit out of you. Yeah.
We won a treble. I think that worked.
I think probably the more pressing one is the Barcelona one.
So why don't you guys think it worked?
The player that to my knowledge he was supposed to replace, which was Iniesta, because remember he was supposed to come and play midfield,
Yes.
not actually left wing. And then I think he got to Barca and they realised, I don't know about him, but they realised, oh, you're not a Barca left winger. Like you might be some other kind of left winger, but you're not a Barca left winger, and you most certainly can't play central midfield. Like you're not a midfielder.
Yeah.
Like man forget like Iniesta will play like midfield. Like there's a reason why he doesn't have fucking millions of goals.
Yeah.
Like
we know his numbers.
Yeah, so I feel like it might have been that.
For me, and that's actually a very fair point. For me, if you look at his like trajectory, he came from, I'm not sure where in Brazil,
Okay.
but he moved to Inter, and he went to Inter at a time that I believe there wasn't much expected of him. So he was allowed to just go and play his football.
He even went out on loan, Spaniard, and played under Poch.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
He's come back to Inter, done well, got his move to Liverpool. At the time at Liverpool, they were back on the
Got
ascendancy.
him for a bargain as well.
Yeah, they were back on the ascendancy, but they weren't expected to win league titles when he moved there. Okay, so he was allowed to get comfortable, enjoy himself, establish himself as numero uno. And then he's gone to a club where we expect you to hit the ground running, okay? And not only that, we have some really big fish ahead of you. Was Suarez still there?
Yeah.
Suarez was there.
Who he would have played with at Liverpool.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You have obviously, Messi there. You got Gerard Piqué, big ego.
Would they have played together?
Who?
Yeah, they would have played together.
Well, Suarez and Coutinho.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So I just think going there and being caught in the headlights.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Suarez and Coutinho.
Keep going. We'll check it though.
Yeah.
Dan, check it. They definitely play together.
Continue, just.
I don't know.
As I was saying, though, basically, I think just going to a club where he's expected to hit the ground running,
Yes.
right away, is what kind of X'd him. And not only that, you have big players here that are questioning your price tag. We all know that Messi has questioned players' price tags before. He said to Alexis Sanchez many years ago, "I can't believe that you were so expensive after his transfer from
Rude little
Udinese."
bitch, man.
Yeah. So I think all of that is what contributed to his lack of confidence. And also different demands, different position, different system. All of that is what led to his downfall. But I think being at Villa,
Perfect. Stars alignment.
exactly, and it's win for Barca because they don't have to pay the extra 20 mil to Liverpool, and he's now back in the shop window.
It's obligation to buy as well, isn't it?
Obligation.
Sorry, I think obligation possibly. Jacob Ramsey, another star.
That's where I was about to go with it.
One of the strongest youngsters ever. Plays the game at like 100 miles an hour, maximum intensity. Showed mad poise, to put it that way. I think it was a right foot touch and then a left foot finish.
Left foot whack.
Showing that ambidexterity. But he's just an impressive youngster who even in his post-match interview, I was just mad impressed with it. And
when he
talking about
was
Coutinho
like,
being there, and it's just cold, man.
He said, like I've scored like 3 goals away from home, and I said to myself, I have to score at home. The next one has to be at Villa Park. I said, raw, this little boy, I like this. Before the game, they were just like talking about, the different players and Villa's options. And one of the words they used to describe Ramsey was powerful. I was like, what? He's like a little boy. In my head, I think my idea of him in my head, is that not a back pass?
No, it was handball.
Oh. Yeah, my idea of him in my head maybe wasn't close enough to reality. Yeah. I think I might have said in the group, like, they described him as powerful. Like,
yes,
why?
Yeah.
I thought, why are they call? And then in the game, I was actually preying him.
Mixing it, bro.
He's a fucking problem. Like, he's a powerful runner.
He's aggressive, and I feel like Gerrard can probably turn that up a notch
the right
as well.
man.
Yeah.
All right, you see, like when Dele Alli was when we're learning as he's developing and whatever, and we're seeing where is his ceiling? You don't when we was watching Dele, you don't know if it's luck, system, is he like the new special guy, is he whatever, is he the new Lampard, the new Ronaldo, whatever it is, You see Ramsey, he gives me vibes like all of this is normal. Like, I believe that you're on this for the next 10 years. I don't think this is anything to do with a team, a manager, a system, nothing
Jacob
like
Ramsey's
that.
going to do this regardless.
Jacob Ramsey seems like a youth.
No, he's taken
Ramsey.
He's taken that opportunity and run with it. Because I remember him, featuring a little bit, coming off the bench here and there.
Nah,
now he's
that's done.
Starting regular. Like,
I thought he was going to be that guy.
Yeah, in and out.
Like, I can't wait to see him, guy. No, he's playing and he needs to be playing.
Yeah, mad. Quick one on Emi Buendia, who is now, I've put him in the category of the Longstaff brothers, of people who turn up against Man United. It seems like he's just cruising through his season, did something really, really good against Brentford. But then against United in the FA Cup game and yesterday, he's like a man possessed.
Yeah, but you wonder, like, how much does Coutinho have to do with that, though?
We the article where he, I think sometimes the press might come to you. I think he went to the closest journalist available at Sky and said, I can play with Coutinho. Like, he's put that on wax to let everyone know that.
I thought, why have you made sure that everybody knows you? Like, Coutinho isn't remotely worried about can he play with you.
You've had to go out and
neither Steven Gerrard
or
nobody. There's not a single person on earth that's thinking, fuck, what are we gonna do now?
He's gone out of his way to put that on wax. Yeah. Fair play to Buendia. On United, the circus continues.
Wait. Before we be negative, we're gonna start positively.
It's New Year.
I really, really, really like that Ralph Ragnick said, you know what? Fuck this English boy thing. It's not really making sense right
Different
now.
clicks, man. There's clicks, supposedly.
Let's click it over there with the misfits. Alanga.
Bro, showing experienced pros levels and saying, I'm here now.
And can I just say, Arsenal, why don't you dig into your, what do they call it?
War chest.
Yeah, and play an Alanga. Whoever your Alanga is, play your Alanga. Yeah. But I rated that like this Alanga. I don't know.
Was giving Matty Cash hell.
Woof. Matty Cash
knew he was in a game.
Rough ride. Listen, you see Matty Cash. Do you know when I knew he was fucked? He's arriving for the first time. The whip weren't confidence had gone. Cut back.
You're thinking about other stuff. Yeah.
Check it back.
When I clocked, he was in a bit of a dark place. Is when I think someone got like a head injury or whatever, and Tyrone Mings was like coaching him through the game. Like,
he was in.
It was
space.
A problem, man.
Yeah,
but he did well to weather the storm. And Villa did well. But the United circus. Good to see Maguire on the bench. Supposedly hasn't trained since the Burnley game.
Why?
Injury.
Okay.
But usually he'd be rushed back in. A la Leicester.
Of the brain or.
I'm not sure. I don't know the exact injury itself, but it's good to see that he hasn't rushed back into the team, and it's not a given that he gets back into the 11. Shaw was out as well with suspension, but I do like that element that these guys are sitting out, because they have been similar to the Chuckle Brothers this year.
Do you know what I got from that game? The thing I took away most from the whole game, like irrespective of the score, like possession, or United looked like a team.
Yes,
I saw like it was like I don't know what happened. The ball had gone out or whatever. I see Varane and Telles having some chat.
Yeah,
but
Telles, Alex. Yeah. I see it cut to Varane.
So they were talking, and Telles was saying something about, and then.
Yeah,
It was a tactical conversation.
Nice.
And the way they were talking was two grown men with respect for each other. I was like, this is looking a bit teamish.
Yeah.
And even, do you know what I noticed? Even Lindelof, he wasn't doing that thing he does. He passes to
push out to Dalot.
Not Dalot. He passes to Basaka.
Okay, yeah.
And then he's not really available for the ball back. He was available,
dropping out a bit
yesterday.
Yeah, fair. It was okay in parts. I'll probably say that there were signs of improvement, but yeah, the crumblation, and I think that's on Ralph yesterday. I don't think that's massively on the players. The Matic thing, we just clearly didn't have control in the midfield, and this is after him saying when Donny came on in the FA Cup game for the last 15 minutes or so, whatever it was, we gained control, and to not start him in the next game, or make the changes earlier, bring him and Lingard on for the last 4 minutes, was a bit of a mistake.
I do like, speaking of the midfield, I do like this thing where man have Fred.
The auxiliary presser.
I like it. Fred pressing, I've noticed only in the time since Ragnick's been here. Like when Fred gets let off the leash, kind of like Kante does, to press higher up the pitch.
Yeah. Go and find it.
He seems to be a real problem for teams.
I liked it. I like seeing that, and that's like a different tactic. There's some sort of coaching going on there.
But though, he had because it was him that told the ball to Ramsey, innit?
Yes.
So you kind of see, okay, like not his limitations, but in that one game, I think you can see the things that there are to like about Fred, and the things that maybe are.
I thought that was a bit unfortunate. He made a mistake earlier in that passage of play as well.
So his head was...
Yeah, it's the chaos that he brings. And that's what it is, and I guess you've got both sides of the coin of the chaos,
I think looking at that, like you can say, Fred, like we need to get Fred more doing that than doing this. And
serviceable.
He's not, I don't think Fred is this fucking player that people make him out to be. Like, oh my God, he's so shit. He's gonna we can't kick on with this guy in our squad. I think you can.
I think he's
asking him to do mad shit.
Serviceable. After the game, Ralph came out and said Martial refused to travel. Martial late at night posted on Instagram, "I will never refuse to play a match for Man United. I've been here for 7 years and I never disrespected and will never disrespect the club and the fans."
That's a bit mad because someone's lying.
Someone's lying to us, like our faces.
Do you know
is that your kind of thing? Is the players going to Instagram and like it's a bit of a mess right now?
Yeah, it's a fine line. I'm more for players speaking their minds, but there's I don't
Is he in the wrong there though?
Well, someone's lying.
Someone's lying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ragnick came out and said, he said he ain't playing. My man said, what? Are you dumb? Like, I've never done that in 7 years. And to be fair, Van Gaal,
who's brought under Van Gaal.
Van Gaal, Mourinho.
Him and Mourinho had a bit of a patchy relationship.
Van Gaal, Mourinho,
Ole.
Solskjaer,
and Carrick for like 3 days.
Carrick. Bro, man's never heard this once. Like you could say whatever you want to say about Martial. I've never heard stuff like that.
Yeah, that one was.
So someone's lying. Who's lying here? I don't even know you. Right?
If I had to choose, I'd say Wreck-It Ralph is the one that's being dishonest.
Interesting. Gaffers, let us know.
Before we go, I don't want any talk on this yet. I'm just going to say one word. Jadon Sancho. Carry on, Dan.
Yeah, he joins the club of the underperforming, underwhelming.
Someone said it's not too late though.
Big signings.
It's not too late. He can still go.
Oh, definitely. So yeah.
No, he can still go uni.
Nice. Is that what is it, that Open University thing?
No, I'm like, he's not done, man. He's talented.
No,
like,
he's come into an absolute shitstorm, but I still expect better.
I was thinking to myself, you're bare unlucky.
Just unlucky. That's what it is.
You've come on. I think he come on just before Coutinho.
Yeah. His first touch was awful as well.
Yeah,
I think he just thinks he's got more time than he does. He doesn't look physically where he should be. That's just me as a fan looking at it. But I can't go too ham on him.
Do you know what's
it's the opposite of stars aligning?
Do you know what's bare annoying? Yeah, Jadon Sancho is just here perpetuating this whole the Prem is different angle.
Bundesliga tax.
All these other leagues
the Bundesliga tax is flying around.
Bro, he's just making it.
Guys, no more.
He's fucking it up for Europe.
Guys,
Jadon, man,
done,
come
Dan,
on.
do your thing.
This show is brought to you by Manscaped, our sponsors for a while now. Brace yourselves because winter is now here. What the writers of Game of Thrones didn't want to tell you is that the Sir Bran, was actually in a wheelchair because he didn't trim his balls with Manscaped. Manscaped is the ultimate gift, and they're here to change men's grooming. And you can get 20% off and free shipping if you use the code ACG20 at manscaped.com.
Sorry, Dan. What was that?
ACG 20.
Oh, thank you.
Perfect. Yes, they have the Lawnmower 4.0, the waterproof trimmer, which stops you from getting any nicks on your knackers. They also have the Weed Whacker for your ear and nose trimmer for
I need to
older
get that.
audience. Yeah, it's essential, man.
I knew that.
The older we get, it's definitely something you need to have in your kit. And they also have the refined cologne now. Jess, I imagine you to be a man, fine taste when it comes to parfums. So I think we should reach out to our sponsors and get us a little.
I'm not gonna lie,
for the summer.
I do enjoy EDP or de Parfum, and I'm not impartial to a bit of Ball perfume as well.
Yes.
Ball, BARLL.
Ball.
BARLL. Ball.
Ball.
Yes.
Lovely. Yes, go to manscaped.com, ACG20, for their waterproof trimmers. The Lawnmower 4.0 is where it's at. So as we continue.
Last thing, sorry, before I know you lot want to get away from Man U, I just wanted to say, I think Greenwood looks so much. Ooh. Difference of opinion here. I think Greenwood looks so much better when he plays with Cavani. Cavani, I feel like Cavani. This is gonna sound like this is why Ralph Ragnick's got a tough job. I feel like Cavani, Greenwood, and
Elanga yesterday,
Fernandes.
Okay. That could be a mini click.
They got a little thing that works. And
Bill Cavani was a bit meaty yesterday.
No, this is the fucked thing about it. Cavani didn't have his best game, but those played better with him because he's just like a normal reference point. He just does bare unselfish and normal regular things. Like he does things that are about Manchester United scoring.
More than you believe.
Manchester United keeping possession.
More than you believe.
Not me scoring. Or me, it's like,
I hear you.
And that probably allows somebody like Fernandes and Greenwood to blossom even more. It's fucked though, because you can't say that, because like when you're saying that, you're kind of in a roundabout way saying Ronaldo's the problem.
Better without,
But the reality is how could he be the problem when, if he is a problem, he's also the solution?
Yeah, he single-handedly dragged that team through to the knockout round.
I think them kind of things, I feel like man's looking at it all the wrong way. It's not like, I feel like man's looking at it the wrong way. Like it's not, is he the problem? Is he not the problem? It's the manager's problem. That's it. Like this is like, you see like Ronaldo, he's going to score over 20 goals this season. How's he the problem?
Yeah.
The manager's the problem. If he can't get this all
working in harmony.
Yeah, what was Bruno Fernandes's? What was that run he went on? He went on some crate like.
Stupid.
Numbers. Them man, they can't really be the problem.
Yeah. today, I think this was game of the season. I might be jumping out a window on that one, but West Ham and Leeds at the London Stadium. Leeds came out 3-2 victors in a barnstormer of a game. Jack Harrison scored his first career hat-trick.
You're not going to say the famous tagline?
No, what is that?
It's a great advert for the Premier League.
Yeah, all right, Rio Ferdinand would say today was a great advert for the Prem. They avenged their defeat in last week's FA Cup defeat, where they lost 2-0 7 days ago. It was basically like Bowen and Jack Harrison kind of going at it, showing like who's the future star. Who's next for the call-up?
Less about Harrison. Jared Bowen.
Yes.
Interesting.
He's getting into that.
Pay attention zone.
He's getting into that undeniable zone. Like, I'm going to say something crazy.
Clip it.
Do you start Bowen over Sterling?
Well, Southgate wouldn't.
Oh.
Southgate most definitely wouldn't.
No. I'm saying, do you?
And I also wouldn't.
Whoa.
But he would be on the bench.
Today, and I don't want to do this to Jamaica's very own, I'd go Bowen as it stands today.
It's a bit weird.
On the 16th of Jan, this weekend, I'm going to go Bowen.
Because, bro, I had to look at it, yeah. I was kind of having someone.
I didn't think you were going to drag Sterling into it, man.
I just said, no, I said Sterling because Sterling's a guy.
Yeah,
Kane, we can't say Kane right now because his form is whoa.
He's undeniable. Yeah,
we seen you score bare goals, like the most in the league, and now it's a bit weird. So for now, we're gonna just assume
something's up.
I don't know. So I didn't know, and other than Sterling, there isn't another other person. Who's the other person?
Myth.
It's not Grealish. It's not Sancho.
No,
we don't.
It's
Foden. Is Foden 30? I don't know. But I feel like
but it's definitely Bowen time, man.
I feel like, you know, if you're talking about front threes or front twos,
yeah,
we kind of got to get Bowen.
He needs to feature in the next international break.
Has he got to maybe go to a club like Liverpool?
There's rumours. I keep hearing it. And that front three does need refreshing.
He's looking a bit Diogo Jota-ish. I'm not saying they're the same. Not saying they're the same player, but he's giving me Diogo. Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. The slips well on his way. He's giving me Diogo Jota vibes where he looks like he's burning for the step up. Like, you know, there's people that people assume can step up. He's the other end. He's like the player that no one's really looking at, but they're displaying all the signs.
Deserving of, yeah.
Both feet, decent in the air, cold movement, is not a bottler in big moments.
Weren't hiding.
He likes big moments.
His miss at the end of the game.
Moisey said, I didn't actually see it, but Moisey did say it was harder to miss.
Yes. So he has tried to complicate things. And this might be a sign of the confidence and the run that he's on. But as opposed to heading it in from a yard away, he decided to chest it. But because the chest is a weird part of the body, he's pumped it over the bar in the last, I'd say, kick of the game, but it's now a touch of the game. But yeah, Jack Harrison came alive. This was old school Leeds, the Leeds that we came to know and love. I thought they were sick today. Average age of 18, I think, on their bench.
On the bench.
COVID doesn't affect them. But Rafinha ran the show, man. I think his assist for Harrison's third or second, I think it was. I think it might have been his third.
The slip
from the right hand side.
Yeah,
it's how he's punched it into him. It's just fantastic.
He's just out there playing a different. Like, he's like, you know when man are playing like chess,
but playing 4D chess.
He's on a 4D thing. Like, that pass is a bit like, if Kevin De Bruyne does that, people say weird. Like, I wonder, like, I don't get how, like, why people wait to see like mad shit before they, like, Rafinha. This guy is, bro. He's like Di Maria.
He's stupid player, man.
Like, he's fucking
and for
insane.
All of the attributes going forward, he's bonkers. In terms like defensively and like work rate,
he's a grafter.
Stupid. I think there's some stat about like he tops some sprints metric or some category of sprints. He's so like fit. It's bonkers, man.
Do you know what he reminds me of? Viz
Yeah.
years
Yeah.
ago
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
in like 14, 15, or was it 13, 14, whatever year Leicester won the league early on. Like this is before Christmas and all that.
Yeah.
He said, he's like, hey, you know the way this Mahrez brother plays, yeah? He plays like Neymar. And do you remember? Everyone went shut him down, like, oh, you're dumb, whatever. Da-da-da. Then when some time passes and you kind of look at the way he does the fake shot, the ball roll
over,
the crave, the lay down after, like, and he was just not saying he's as good as me, as good as Neymar or anything like that, just playing style. I look at Rafinha and I feel like you give me Di Maria vibes, man. But I know you're at Leeds, so people can't see it.
The Bayern Munich rumours are hovering, but yeah, I'm not sure he stays post summer 2022. But we shall see. Newcastle, Watford yesterday, 6-pointer that ended in a 2-point split, the draw. Newcastle be disappointed. Late goal, João Pedro, who seems to be coming alive somewhat. Newcastle.
He embarrassed Tottenham, you know.
João Pedro, yeah.
Coming at half time with a man down and just started running everywhere.
Are Newcastle going down?
Yes.
Guys?
Yeah, Newcastle going down.
Could Eddie Howe be sacked before?
Wait. Hold on one
Sundown?
second. What's the date? Right, we got what? 2 weeks to go?
To the end of the window.
Yeah, it's that this window that we deemed to be the Newcastle window. It's not really proven to be so. Brought Chris Wood in, Trippier, but it's not as exciting as
from the beginning when Newcastle signed Eddie Howe as the manager, I said this looks like a manager they're signing to get back into the league. They may not have seen it like that.
It's a man that knows a champ.
But they may not have seen it like that. But as a fan of soccer ball, I can tell you that I saw it and said this is a team that are trying to get back into the league. On the subject of Newcastle, Alan Saint-Maximin, yeah? We all love him, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's only got 5 goals this season. Is that enough? We still love him regardless, but anyone else would be saying, oh, he's not good enough.
No,
when
wait,
you look at what he's
not good enough for
around,
what though?
Yeah.
For the amount of love.
Better than Almiron. It's better than Joe Linton and all the other
the amount of love he gets, it's not enough. Is what I'm saying.
I think when you consider he's in an absolute bleeding situation, more often than not, when he does score, they're probably winners. And then on top of that, he gets assists as well.
2. And
then on top of that, you got to think of the chances these men don't finish. I kind of think it makes sense. So he's good for seven goal involvements thus far
in a team.
And he's playing for Venezia.
As horrible as that. He joined just this week. I think Alan Saint-Maximin is there or thereabout. Like, I'm not going to knock 5 goals.
But you know what it is though? Also though, like, you got to think about exactly what we say about Saint-Maximin. Like, we say we like him. We say he's entertaining. He gets the crowd going. He's the difference. But we don't know. We don't know he's a guy.
No.
We don't know if we can trust him.
Consistently, I'd agree. I think that midfield needs major surgery. Longstaff, Shelvey, just not at the races. I think that could be what gets them relegated. They've been linked with Gossens.
You lie.
Yeah.
See stuff like this. It's just, you see, when I hear stuff like this, yeah, as a Tottenham fan, gives me major head loss. Like, I don't want to look in my team and see man that can't control the ball and make 10-yard passes and that make 5 passes at the right tempo look difficult, to hear Newcastle are in for Gossens, to see Sanson at Villa. Like, these are not the kind of things I want to see and hear when I've got cloggers in my team. Yeah, doesn't make sense.
Time to put your hand in your pockets, Levy. Because Conte doesn't seem best pleased.
Dan, a bit more housekeeping I got to do.
Cleanliness.
So guys, those of you that really do follow us will be well aware that we have an end of season Adama Traore giveaway. So if Adama Traore moves to Tottenham in this window, we'll give away £100. On top of that, we're going to give away £10 for every goal and assist he gets between now and the end of the season.
When Jess says we, what he means is
me, my own money.
His Manscaped money.
My Manscaped money.
Yeah.
How what?
His portion of the
Manscaped money.
No, it's my hard-earned cash. So far, Adam Traore scored yesterday. He scored.
Yeah. Celebrated it like it was the World Cup winner.
Now, Adama Traore is the first player.
Glove.
He's the first
gloves.
player.
No. I was thinking. No,
The gloves were a bit.
no, I was signifying how
many
pounds.
Oh no, the prize pot currently stands at £10. Okay, but that can change.
And he did that with his gloves. He had
He did this.
Why did he have different gloves as well?
So he put something on his Instagram saying that it's a small gesture about something. He is the first player, and I may be wrong, Armchair Gaffers at home, let me know. He is the first player in history to celebrate not by taking off his shirt. No, not by pulling a mask out of his shorts and putting it on. No, not by taking off a boot and showing the camera. He's the first player in the history of football, proper football, soccer ball,
association
to score and celebrate by taking off his gloves to reveal another pair of gloves underneath.
I didn't, bro. Listen to this, yeah.
Sick man.
You know when I saw the highlights and see it live, innit? So I don't know what I was doing. I must have like lost concentration, whatever. Yeah, I missed it. So I was confused.
What's going on?
Black glove. I saw him touch his hand. I don't know what. I might have just looked left or whatever. I looked back. Black glove and a white glove.
It was like a new race campaign or something.
I didn't understand what was happening.
This is what you guys have to think about now. We're in January.
How long?
How long has he been wearing the gloves underneath the gloves? Okay.
Well, since last season.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Or
under Nuno.
Or did he just decide that today's the day I'm going to score and he put the gloves on?
Who knows?
That day? Who knows?
Wolves players who are watching.
Adama, please let us know how long have you been waiting to do this celebration? Can we leave Wolves there? I'm done with Wolves now.
No.
Connor Cody scored, I think, one of his first goals at the Molineux. Celebrated it again like they won the World Cup. He's one of those passion merchants as well. But I've got a bit of time for passion merchants.
See him, he rates himself as a passer.
Yeah. Ex-midfielder.
No, listen.
He used to be a midfielder at Liverpool.
I see this thing where they were breaking down their stats on FIFA. He was so upset about the passing.
He's a former midfielder. Yeah.
Just what I'd say as well, it's very interesting that Adama Traore, now the links are rife with him moving to Tottenham, and then now there's a little bit of gamesmanship. Bruno Lage saying that, he's like a trusted player, but you doesn't
play him a lot.
Yeah, cool. And he's got 18 months in his contract. Yeah, cool. Suddenly he scores. This is not me saying he hasn't been scoring on purpose. I'm sure he's been trying his hardest.
Yeah.
Trying his fastest.
But you know what I thought was so mad, yeah? The goal is a lie. It's an absolute lie. Because if I show you that highlight of that goal,
Dan,
you're gonna say,
get it up.
You're gonna say,
great goal.
We've got a fucking player on our hands.
Oh, in that sense, never mind, Dan.
Christ.
Yeah,
he bursts. He in behind. You know how he does it. P&P, black melanin, pace and power.
Right foot touch to the left foot though, and then slot with the left.
Can I just say something about what he touches? He doesn't choose which foot he touches the ball with or where the ball goes afterwards. It just happens.
I'm gonna be so honest with you. I'm with Jess on that one. Because he's fast enough to actually touch it onto his right foot. But we all know that if he runs that fast, what's going to happen when he kicks the ball?
I thought it was a good goal. And he's been in that position a million times.
Which is why I kind of wonder.
Yeah. It was such a composed finish as well.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I feel like it's a lie.
Gaffers,
well, the
composure
would have come from the fact that they're already 2-1 up and there's like 5 seconds to go.
And you're leaving.
Plays a part.
And you're leaving, yeah. Exactly.
One other noteworthy event that happened in that game, James Ward-Prowse slapped one in from about a million miles out, which he just does. He is now, I think, second only to David Beckham. He has 12 direct free kick goals. He is probably one of the best in the world. Get at me.
Do you know what really pisses me off? You see when they're doing that analysis or whatever, just commentary, and they describe it the wrong way. They said, "Oh, James Ward-Prowse, he's knuckled it from
Oh, knuckleball chat. Yeah.
No, he hasn't knuckled it. Like, give the man the rest. He's cut across the ball.
Stupid technique.
Fade.
Didn't even get to do his golf technique.
It was a fader.
It is what it is.
Bro, he's cut across the ball and put it in the top right. He's absolutely zanged the goal.
It's a great goal.
And the other thing is as well, he's hit it as fucking hard as he take it in. He's hit the ball literally as hard as you can't pass the ball 10 yards as hard as you can with your instep. He's cutting across the ball and
shot.
You got the way he's looking at football, he's picturing the ball moving like a missile.
It's ball mastery, man. And he's a golf player, so he probably uses some of those techniques and whatnot.
Who was the goalie? Oh, Josesa.
I think it was Soren goal yesterday.
It's mad as
He's
well.
a very good goalkeeper.
Good goalie. They said he's like one of the signings of the season.
It's the fade that killed him, believe me.
The fade.
The fade killed him.
Yeah. He thought it was coming.
It was going that way now. Whoa, no.
You know the other thing as well? Do you know what's probably killed him? The power of the strike. Like normally, if you actually from that kind of range, you have to. There has to be the wrap is normally wrap into
the angle of the wrap.
So you got a He's absolutely whacked it, but it's on target the whole time,
and then
it's never coming back in. It's never away from the goal.
It's mad. I always think with those strikes, when it goes over the ball deviates as well. I thought there was a deflection, but there's something for you biochemistry or physics people. Something happens when it goes over the wall. That's where it starts to.
Do you know
something in the air changes?
Do you reckon it's wind?
Something.
Like, do you know what as well? You're right. When it goes, sometimes there's that bit when it goes over the wall and then it suddenly dips.
It's black. It's weird.
I can't do it. Shout out Kenny Barber. I don't know how he does
chicken dipper god. Yeah, mad. I guess that's the end of our weekend review, an extended one. But yeah, we're glad to have the Prem back. Let us know where we were wrong this week, where we were right. Love a little bit of a debate. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you tomorrow for the Continental Corner.
Before we go, make sure you watch our 1v1 with Joe Bayer. It's a very insightful and extremely funny.
Yeah, you don't want to miss it. Peace.
Please.
Peace.